A crisp cream backdrop with pops of color, jewel tones. No clutter and nothing gaudy was how Katherine had described her vision for her office to the company's interior decorator, and, in typical fashion, her wish had been granted. The carpet was an unspoiled cream, as were the walls, which were adorned with 2 large Miro originals, Katherine's personal donation to the space. 3 purple leather club chairs faced her desk, and a round glass table surrounded by 6 more leather chairs in a rich asparagus green sat in the corner, reserved for private meetings. There wasn't a family photo or trinket in sight, much less a stray piece of paper. The only accoutrement was a tall black hand-blown glass vase bursting with white calla lilies placed in the center of the table. Katherine had been upgraded to a larger office 5 years ago, with the expectation of even longer hours. She'd figured as long as she was going to live at work, she might as well feel at home. "I'm sorry, but how hard is it to get an egg white omelet with tomato and onion and without cheese?" She strummed her glossy red nails on the desktop. Despite Blend's closet full of vibrant colors, free to employees, she wore Zoya's Katherine polish exclusively because it never chipped and because she couldn't help but feel like it had been created expressly for her. Katherine had neither the time nor the patience for constant touch-ups, and nothing was tackier, in her opinion, than a messy manicure. "I'm so sorry. That's what I ordered." Brooke scuttled over to Katherine's desk to remove the takeout container. "Of course you did," Katherine nodded. "It's not your fault they're idiots." "I'll get them to bring another one immediately, the right way." Brooke was a plain-looking girl, tall, a little scrawny, and certainly no older than 24, with long, straggly blonde hair and forgettable brown eyes. When she'd first started working at Blend, Katherine had treated her to a haircut and highlights at New York's swanky Frederic Fekkai salon, at least a week's salary for Brooke. She'd also sent her home with bags of cosmetics, explaining, in the least offensive way, that Blend employees were expected to maintain a certain appearance. Brooke had taken the hint in stride, and her presentation had improved over time. But there was only so much Katherine could do. In the end, what mattered most was that she was consistently prompt, organized, and ambitious enough to follow Katherine's neurotic way of doing things, to the letter. And so far, she'd proven herself in spades. "Don't worry about ordering another one. I have a meeting with sales in 15 minutes. She knew what Brooke was thinking, even though she'd never say it. Why couldn't Katherine just eat a regular omelet with a little cheese? Would it kill her to consume a few extra calories? Probably not. But that wasn't really the point, was it? She wanted things the way she wanted them. And it was impossible for her to wrap her mind around the fact that people were incapable of filling very simple orders and following even simpler directions. Surely the line cook who'd made her omelet didn't appreciate the hours she spent on the treadmill, or understand that in order to maintain her lean figure, given her crawling metabolism, stringent dietary restrictions were her only option. Katherine had never been the pretty girl growing up, and for that very reason, she'd spent years manipulating the best out of her looks. She was always tweezed, waxed, highlighted, tanned, and smoothed every which way possible. Botox injections came every 6 months, though it was looking like 4-month intervals were in her near future. "Do you want me to take that?" Katherine closed the lid to the omelet and handed it to Brooke. "Tell them if they fuck up once more, no one from Blend is ordering from there again." She refocused on her laptop. "That reminds me, I need to see Tom Birnbaum." "Absolutely. I'll go call him." Brooke turned on her 2-inch heel. A marked improvement, Katherine observed, from the shadow.